Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this November the 3rd, 2023. I hope everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Friday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your weekend forecast, Saturday and Sunday. Also, we're going to take a look at the southeast satellite imagery across the southeast United States. We're also going to take a look at the watches, warning, advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the U.S. Drought Monitor as well in this forecast. And we got a lot of drought conditions across much of the country. And also, we're going to take a look at the CFS Model height temperature anomaly over the next 4 weeks. So stick around through the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. And let's go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and take a look at your local forecast for Saturday and Sunday. But first, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing one more time. And let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see here, we got quiet conditions pretty much over southeast Canada, southern and southwestern areas of Canada. Also through portions of New Brunswick, also down into portions of Newfoundland, also through portions of Maine, back down toward Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, down toward Delaware, D.C., Maryland, back down to the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, northern and central Mexico, also Gulf of California, southern and central California, much of Nevada, also much of Utah, Wyoming, portions, I can't get it out there, folks, portions of the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin region, and Michigan, around the Great Lakes region as well. Mixed precipitation up here in the northeast, reported in northern Maine, back down to portions of New York State. Some showers through New York State, back down to northern Ohio. Some scattered activity over portions of Maine, back down and into portions of Vermont and New Hampshire. Same in the Outer Banks of North Carolina and the coastal water. Same down here in central and southern Florida, including the Florida Keys. A little bit of shower activity off the coast of Texas. More shower activity over here in portions of Missouri, through Kansas, also in Nebraska. Back in the southern South Dakota, we got mixed precipitation up here in northern Wisconsin, through northern Michigan, through North Dakota, Montana, back toward Wyoming, back into Oregon, and also northern California, Nevada, and also western Wyoming as well. Shower and thunderstorm activity over Washington, Oregon State as well, and also the coastal areas also. We got some shower activity over northern California, back into Nevada, and also into southern Idaho. Alright, all of this activity here is for your Saturday, November the 4th, 2023. And that we can't forget about North Dakota there and southern Canada. Maybe some freezing rain there as well for your Saturday. Alright, if we move on to your Sunday forecast, as you can see here, we got quiet conditions over southeast, southern, and southwestern Canada. Also through portions of Maine, New Brunswick, also in the portion of Newfoundland, through New York State, all the way down to the Carolinas, Florida, Texas, also northern Mexico, central Mexico, central and southern Gulf of California, also central and southern California, Nevada, all the way back up into Wyoming, and also portions of Iowa. Alright, we got a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity down in southeast Florida and also into the Florida Keys. We got shower activity up here along the Great Lakes region, Michigan, Wisconsin, portion of Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota, north through the Dakotas, back to Montana. Shower activity over in portion of Washington, Oregon State, also in the portion of Idaho, northern California. Shower and thunderstorm activity up here near Oregon, also Washington State as well. Alright, we got mixed precipitation up here in southern Canada, back over toward North Dakota. Some freezing rain is possible in that region as well. And also we have more mixed precipitation in Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, and Washington State, northern Nevada, and northern California, and down in the mountain range there as well. All this activity is for your Sunday, November 5th, 2023. Alright, let's move on to the southeast satellite. You can see here it's pretty clear skies across much of the region. We got some cloud cover offshore with a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two off the southeast coast. Also down toward the Bahamas, maybe some cloud cover there, and also down toward the Florida Keys as well, down into the Gulf of Mexico as well. Alright, here's a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, we still got those small craft advisories still in effect for coastal waters up here from Maine down to New York State. Same in the Outer Banks. South Carolina, southern South Carolina, all the way down to the Florida Keys, also into the Panhandle and Big Bend region area as well, and also over here in Northern California. Also, we have some gale warnings in effect for Oregon and Washington State and off in the coastal waters. Dense fog advisories over here in portions of Oregon, Idaho, and also Montana. Some hydro issues over portions of Washington State. Still got those flood watches in effect for southwestern Oregon and also Northern California. Wind advisories over southern Oregon and Northern California as well. We got a few areas down here in Southern California, some dense fog advisory, special weather statements for portion of Colorado, northern Georgia, the mountains of eastern North Carolina, Tennessee there, excuse me, and also we got some frost advisories over central Georgia, hydro issues over Florida as well. Hawaiian Chain Island looks good, freeze and spray advisory to the north, and also coastal areas there as well, and also some gale warnings, small craft advisories as well. We still had a wind advisories and also high wind warnings in effect for Alaska also. Alright, Drought Monitor now. This is what I was going to show you the other last night. Earlier today I forgot, but we got it in for today still. As you can see here, the northeastern United States just got a little bit of dry, abnormally dry, few moderate pockets of risk over New York State, also back into portions of Pennsylvania. The big concern is right here across the Carolinas. We still got dry conditions pretty much across Virginia, the Carolinas here. Also moderate drought, severe drought over portions of South Carolina. Here's that extreme drought, severe drought down in the Gulf Coast region. Like I said, pretty much most of the United States is pretty much under a drought, but the areas that are not in a drought, you do not have any drought conditions expected there. But I think the drought will continue across the southeastern United States until if we can ever even get some moisture in the area, we might be able to knock a dent in this drought. But we're going to have a lot of rainfall. But I think it's about time for us to have a drought again here in the Carolinas, because it's been a while since we had one. And I think it's about to make a return for 2023 and 2024. So I just want to give you a heads up. And also, we got some moderate drought conditions also in effect for portions of the Alaska region as well. The Hawaiian Chain Island in Alaska looks pretty good. Just only one little spot where it's got dry conditions there. But anyway, these are the areas here. The ones that's in the yellow is abnormally dry. Now, tan color, that is the moderate drought. The yellow colors there, pretty much the darker yellow, like highway yellow, is the moderate drought. The red is the let's make sure, extreme drought and exceptional drought, pretty much across Louisiana all the way back into portions of Mississippi. Would not be surprised to see some of that maybe start moving eastbound over into the Carolinas. Some of that red there, the number 3 drought. So, all right, but we'll keep an eye on that as well. And we're gonna walk through the CFS model run. This is the anomalies here. This is week. We're gonna start with week 1. We're on week 1 now. As you can see here, we got colder conditions over the northeast. We got a trough up here. We got a ridge in the southwestern United States. The ridge just moves on out into southeast Canada, but over towards the east there. Pretty much taking a whole United States pretty much in a high pressure ridge. We can go to week number 3. Pretty much the whole United States is in the U.S. in the ridge of high pressure. So, and let's move on to week number 4. As you can see, here's the week. This is pretty much into December. This goes through December 1st, November 24th through December the 1st. And see, still no trough in the east. Pretty much just a flat, just kind of a zonal flow across much of the United States. I do not see no trough in the east yet. So You can see the ridge bills again, pretty much, once again in the center portion of the country, dominate pretty much most of the United States. This is week 5. And then we go into week 6. You can see it look like the trough moves a little bit further to the north, but it's still got pretty much a grip on most of the United States. Alright, you can see here, looks pretty well tranquil pretty much. What I can see here over the next 6 weeks, look like it's going to be pretty tranquil. I don't see much. I would not be surprised. Like I said, you're probably not going to see much rainfall across much of the nation over the next several weeks. So, certain areas will get some, but a lot of areas will remain dry. And we're right smack dab in, supposed to be in the strong El Nino, and we're supposed to be getting wet down here in the southeast and south. No, I don't even see that happening over the next, probably the next, at least in the early December. I don't even see that happening until then. You might have a rain chance once in a while, but not this here wet pattern like everybody's forecasting so far. I don't see that happening, not yet. Things could change maybe late December, maybe into January, but right now I do not see any wetness across much of the south and at this time. So, but anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care.